And now let me invite my friend Barry Fry on stage to find out how the president and CEO of the Digital Place-Based Advertising Association sees this increasingly converging world. Barry Fry.
A guy who's done a great job emceeing over the past couple of days.
Thank you.
Terrific stuff. A man who's had more wardrobe changes than Miley Cyrus. Really well done. Anyway, thank you for having me here. And you look terrific. And
Thanks,
you're
Barry.
like a Rolling Stone.
Barry, you've got a background in the television business, and you were very early into interactive TV at Cablevision. You come into this industry. This is your first
Yes,
TAB, OAAA event.
A great conference.
So tell us what your observations have been as you've spent the last several months at DPAA and now listening to the industry overview and what you're hearing back from the market.
Sure. Well, it's a time of great change towards great stability. How about that? And there's a lot of excitement going on. And part of the reason that I'm doing this and I enjoy it, I've always been a bit of the media evangelist. I love to kind of study how technology has impacted consumerism and consumer use of media, and that's really been changing lately. And how that then affects the advertising world, where advertisers have to adapt and change to the way consumers are now utilizing different media forms. As an example, we've seen in the video world, television used to be tethered solely to the kind of home screen viewing. Now we've got over-the-top, VOD, tablets, phablets, a whole array of devices and platforms. And that, is a challenge for the advertising community to kind of recreate and generate back these video impressions. And that's why I think it's exciting for digital place-based advertising. First of all, more people around the go than ever before consuming all of our media. And in addition, with digital place-based, we can help everybody recapture those very important video impressions.
So right now, our forecasts show that digital place-based video is about $1 billion business, growing at a 12 to 15% annual rate. How do you position the industry in comparison to television, out of home? Where do you see the growth of the industry coming from?
Great, thank you. So, our positioning is video everywhere. Our website is videoeverywhere.com. With going on the theme I mentioned earlier, video is now being consumed everywhere on a litany of devices, a plethora of platforms, and we can help people recapture those video impressions. A lot of video impression planning and buying now is shifting from television to online, and it makes a lot of sense, but we also position and say, well, stop right there. Before you look at online as the sole answer for all of this, look at digital place-based advertising. All of our screens are, so to speak, above the fold. We have none of the fraudulent issues, and as we spoke about the past couple of days, 36% of impressions on the web are now fraudulent or fake. In video, it may be closer to 50%. So this is a huge number, and we don't really have those issues in digital place-based advertising. And our screens are very omnipresent. They're large, they're powerful. It's maybe a better advertiser and user experience than seeing an ad interrupting you on mobile. So that's a lot of what the thinking has gone through. Our screens, Francois's got great screens in gyms. We've got other health facilities, office buildings, airports, airlines, malls, a lot of retail. And because they're digitally networked screens, they have a lot of attributes of digital as well, which is very important.
And finally, Barry, where do you see the opportunities for leadership for both the DPAA and for the OAAA?
Yeah, great question. I think all of us in this room need to get more digital. Every media plan, every media buy today, even if it's for some banal medium or even say it's for print, is sought through a digital lens. And what do we mean by digital? How interactive is the medium? How much ROI is delivered by the medium? How are metrics delivered and big data, and how is it delivered frequently and usefully so people can react and adapt and optimize on it? How do we look at programmatic so we can more automate the systems? So all of these aspects of digital plus mobile, I would say, we've got a couple of great new members. We've got Jeff Gunderman, who's deep in the mobile space. We've got Blue Byte, who's very smart in this. And we're trying to get our medium, and I encourage everybody in the room, to become more mobile, to become more digital, to become more interactive. And that way we can fully source the advertisers and really give them solutions that they need in this very digitalized advertising world.
And I know you have a number of your members here, and there's a lot of crossover, but we hope next year you'll have all your members here and make it a high priority to recognize the opportunities inherent in the relationship between DPAA and TABO-AAA.
Absolutely, you're right, Jack. We're going to have many more members here. We've actually had some great meetings with Joe and the others, and we're working together because we're along the same lines on all this path. I mean, more consumers are on the go than ever before. It's a very active environment, so we're working in close partnership with OAAA. We have our own summit coming up. We just announced last week, November 4th, at the Crown Plaza in New York City. We had a great year last year, and we hope to have a lot of interesting elements and excitement in digital going on this year, digital, programmatic. And by the way, we just announced a wonderful collaboration with Nielsen this morning where we're having exclusive elements, partnerships, and a lot of participation with Nielsen that will be exclusive to DPAA members. And once again, rise the data and availability to our advertiser and agency friends.
Thanks, Barry.
Great, Jack. Good to see you,
Good
pal.
to see you.
All right, man.
Take care.
What are you wearing next, Jack?